Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age gracefully, full of energy and vitality, while others struggle with fatigue, weight gain, and constant aches as the years go by? What if I told you that the difference might begin with the very first thing you eat in the morning? In today's video, we're going to uncover the truth behind 4 common breakfast foods that could be silently sabotaging your health, and the 4 natural alternatives that may actually help extend your life. Yes, you heard that right. The way you start your day could either speed up aging or help slow it down. And no, this isn't about extreme diets or miracle pills. It's about real, natural foods you probably already know, but may not be using the right way. Stay with me until the end, because by the time we finish, you'll not only feel more confident about what to eat for breakfast, but you might also walk away with practical tools that could help you feel younger, stronger, and more alive, starting tomorrow. Now, let's dive in. So let me ask you something right now. When was the last time you really thought about what you eat for breakfast? I mean, truly paused and asked yourself, is this helping my body stay strong or slowly wearing it down? Most of us wake up, go through the motions, and eat what we've been eating for years: toast, cereal, juice, maybe a quick pastry, without questioning if it's the right choice for where we are in life now. But here's the truth. What worked for you at 30 may not be serving your body at 60. Our metabolism shifts, our energy needs change, and more importantly, our ability to fight inflammation, absorb nutrients, and support long-term health depends more than ever on the food choices we make every single day, especially the ones we make right when we wake up. Let me ask you this: do you ever feel sluggish after breakfast? Bloated, foggy, or still hungry just an hour later? That's not just age. That's your body telling you something, and it's time to start listening. Because here's the kicker. Some of the most common breakfast foods, yes, the ones we've been told for decades are healthy, could actually be speeding up aging, promoting inflammation, and even increasing your risk of chronic diseases. Sounds harsh, I know. But once we break it all down, you'll realize it's not about restriction, it's about replacement. You don't need to give up breakfast. You just need to give your body the right kind of fuel. Now, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to help you, to guide you through the small yet powerful tweaks you can make starting tomorrow morning. Natural foods that don't just fill you up, but nourish your cells, protect your organs, and give you the energy and clarity to actually enjoy your day, not just survive it. If you're over 50, or even in your 60s and 70s, you're at a point in life where your food should work for you, not against you. And the great news is, it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to count calories, follow some crazy detox, or shop at expensive stores. What you need is knowledge. You need to know what to avoid and what to embrace. And I promise, it's simpler than you think. So before we go any further, I want to ask you something. What does healthy aging mean to you? Is it being able to walk without pain, having the strength to play with your grandkids, waking up refreshed without medications, without stiffness, without that dull fatigue that drags on all day? Or maybe it's just having peace of mind, knowing you're doing everything you can to stay independent, vibrant, and full of life. Whatever your answer is, keep that image in your mind, because the path to that version of you begins on your plate. Now, let's talk about those foods. Some of them might surprise you. Some of them might even be things you've eaten for decades, thinking they were good for you. And some, well, once you understand how they affect your body after 50, you'll probably never look at them the same way again. But here's what I'd love for you to do as we go. If something I mention makes you think, wow, I've been eating that for years, go ahead and leave a comment. Share your experience. Your story could help someone else who's going through the same journey. Okay, let's get back to your kitchen for a second. Imagine it's a regular morning. You open the fridge or reach for the pantry. What's the first thing you grab? Is it a bowl of cereal, a slice of toast with jam, maybe orange juice? Now here's the first big question. Do you know how your body reacts to that choice now that you're over 50? You see, as we age, one of the most important systems to support is blood sugar regulation. Why? Because when blood sugar spikes too, after meals, especially in the morning, it creates inflammation, zaps your energy, and puts your heart, brain, and metabolism under stress. And unfortunately, some of the most typical breakfast foods are the biggest culprits. Let's say you're eating cereal. Even if it says whole grain on the box, many popular cereals are loaded with added sugars and refined grains. Your body digests them quickly, leading to a rapid blood sugar spike, followed by a crash. That crash is why you feel tired mid-morning, why you get cravings before lunch, and sometimes why you reach for more snacks than you should. Now think about juice. It seems healthy, right? It's fruit. But here's the truth. Juice is mostly liquid sugar. It lacks the fiber that whole fruits contain, which slows down sugar absorption. Drinking a glass of orange juice in the morning is not the same as eating an orange. One floods your system with fructose and spikes insulin. The other delivers fiber, hydration, and vitamins slowly and gently. And here's a powerful question for you. When you drink juice in the morning, do you feel more energized or more tired an hour later? Let's talk about toast. White bread, even. Whole wheat bread, depending on how it's made, can act just like sugar in the body. It breaks down fast, spikes your glucose, and provides almost no lasting energy. Top it with jam, and it's like starting your day with dessert. And while that might feel nostalgic, it's not what your cells need at this stage in life. So what's the alternative? What should you eat instead? That's where the exciting part comes in. Because now we're going to talk about the natural, nutrient-dense foods that not only avoid those harmful effects, but actually help protect your heart, sharpen your brain, soothe your joints, and possibly even extend your life. And again, you don't have to turn your life upside down. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being better, a little better each day. And those small changes, they stack up in a big way. Have you ever heard of chia seeds? These tiny seeds are like nutritional powerhouses. Just a tablespoon added to a breakfast bowl can deliver omega-3s, fiber, and plant-based protein, all of which support brain function, digestion, and heart health. Imagine replacing sugary cereal with a homemade chia pudding mixed with almond, milk, cinnamon, and a few berries. It's simple, it's natural, and it's delicious. What about eggs? For years, people were told to avoid them because of cholesterol. But modern research has flipped that belief upside down. Eggs, especially pasture-raised, are packed with high-quality protein, choline for brain health, and nutrients like lutein for your eyes. Plus, they keep you full for hours. Do you eat eggs in the morning? If not, what stopped you? Let me know in the comments. You might be surprised how many others have the same question. And let's not forget about one of my favorite natural boosts, avocado. Creamy, satisfying, and full of heart-healthy fats, avocados help stabilize blood sugar, reduce cravings, and deliver vitamins your body craves after 50, like potassium, folate, and vitamin E. Try adding a few slices to your eggs or smashing it on a slice of sprouted grain bread. It's simple but powerful. Still with me? Good, because we're just getting started. There's another natural wonder I want to talk about: berries. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. They're more than just colorful. They're anti-inflammatory, high in antioxidants, and have been linked in studies to better memory and lower risk of chronic disease. Plus, they taste amazing. And when you start your day with food that tastes good and does good, that's when you start to love eating healthy. So let me turn the question to you again. How does your breakfast look right now? Is it working for your body, your energy, your long-term health? Or could it use a little upgrade? Because here's what I believe. Every morning is a new opportunity, a fresh chance to take care of yourself, to fuel your body with intention. And when you start your day right, everything else feels easier. Your mood improves, your digestion gets smoother, your brain feels clearer, your heart feels lighter. So, let's make this personal. Tomorrow morning, I challenge you to choose one of the natural breakfast upgrades we talked about today. Maybe swap the toast for eggs, add some berries instead of juice, or mix up a quick chia bowl. Start small. Start simple, but start. And when you do, come back here, leave a comment. Tell me what you tried and how it made you feel. I read every single one, and I love hearing your stories. Remember, you're not doing this alone. We're all in this together, learning, adjusting, improving one bite at a time. Because your health is worth it, your energy is worth it, and your life, it's worth every effort. Now you might be thinking, this all sounds good in theory, but does changing my breakfast really make that much of a difference? That's a valid question. And let me be honest with you. Yes, it does. More than you probably realize, because when your body wakes up, it's in a fasted state. That first meal sets the tone for everything that follows. Your energy levels, your blood sugar balance, your cravings, your mental clarity, even your mood. Let's take a moment and reflect. On your average morning, how do you feel within the first 2 hours of waking up? Are you refreshed and alert, or are you already tired, stiff, maybe even a little anxious or irritable? Do you find yourself reaching for coffee just to feel normal? That feeling, that's a signal. It's your body asking for better support, not just more caffeine. And here's something important. Most of the problems we associate with aging, joint pain, brain fog, fatigue, weight gain, aren't always caused by age alone. Many times, they're symptoms of chronic inflammation and nutrient deficiencies that build up quietly over time. But the beauty of natural nutrition is that it works gently, gradually, and deeply to reverse those patterns. For example, did you know that magnesium, a mineral found in foods like almonds, leafy greens, and pumpkin seeds, is essential for over 300 processes in your body? Yet many people over 50 are deficient and don't even know it. A lack of magnesium can cause muscle cramps, anxiety, insomnia, and even heart palpitations. Just imagine, adding a handful of raw nuts or a green smoothie to your breakfast might help ease those symptoms over time. And that's the theme here. We're not chasing perfection. We're creating habits, small, consistent actions that stack up over weeks and months to give you back your vitality, to give you freedom. Freedom to move, to think clearly, to enjoy life again without feeling limited by your body. Let me ask you another question. When was the last time you felt truly good in your own skin? Not just pain-free, but energized, sharp, present? That feeling is still possible, and it starts with a decision to treat breakfast not as an afterthought, but as a foundation. And here's a quick tip. Hydration matters too. Before you even eat, consider starting your day with a glass of warm water with lemon. It's a simple, natural ritual that supports digestion, hydrates your cells, and gently wakes up your system. If you've never tried it, just give it 1 week. 1 week. See how you feel. Now let's go deeper. I want to share something that many people over 50 don't realize: the importance of protein in the morning. Protein isn't just for bodybuilders. It's essential for muscle maintenance, hormone production, immune function, and even stabilizing your blood sugar throughout the day. And yet many older adults eat far too little protein in the morning, setting themselves up for muscle loss and weakness. Think about this. How much protein are you really getting before noon? Is it enough to support your body's needs? Or are you starting your day with mostly carbs and sugar? An ideal breakfast should include at least 20 to 30 grams of high-quality protein, maybe from eggs, Greek yogurt, a plant-based protein shake, or a small serving of fish like wild salmon. Yes, salmon for breakfast might sound strange, but in many cultures it's normal and incredibly nutritious. Have you ever tried that? Would you consider it if it could help you feel stronger and more satisfied for hours? And here's something that may surprise you. Healthy fats are your friend. Avocados, olive oil, nuts, seeds, even a small amount of full-fat yogurt. They help keep your brain sharp, your joints lubricated, and your heart protected. They don't make you gain weight. In fact, they often help regulate appetite and reduce overeating later in the day. Let me ask, are you still avoiding fat because of old advice from the 90s? If so, it might be time to let that go. Science has moved on. It's time we did too. Now I want to invite you to think about something deeper. It's not just about what we eat, it's about why we eat it. What are your emotional patterns around food? Do you eat breakfast out of habit, out of hunger, or out of stress? Are you truly nourishing yourself or just filling a gap? This is where natural living becomes more than just food. It becomes a mindset. When you see your meals as a form of self-respect, as a way of honoring your body's wisdom, everything changes. You stop chasing diets and you start making peace with your body. You stop fearing age and you start embracing the power of nature, because the truth is, nature knows. The foods that grow from the earth, untouched, unprocessed, these are the foods your body understands. These are the foods that build life. Have you ever thought about how artificial our food has become? Packaged, preserved, colored, flavored. How often do we reach for a box instead of a garden? And yet, our bodies are still wired for the foods of the past. Real plants, whole proteins, healthy fats. When we return to that, even in small ways, the body responds. Quickly, gently, gratefully. And you don't have to do this alone. If you're watching this video, you're part of a growing community of people who want more from life. More energy, more clarity, more years. And we're doing it the natural way. So if any part of this is resonating with you, drop a comment. Right now, say, I'm ready to change my mornings. Say, I'm choosing life. Or just share what you had for breakfast today. It's about connection. It's about supporting each other in this journey. Let's recap, just for a second, without turning this into a list, because I promised you a conversation, not a lecture. You want to avoid refined grains, sugary cereals, and fruit juices that spike blood sugar and crash your energy. You want to lean into natural proteins, healthy fats, low-sugar fruits like berries, and fiber-rich seeds like chia or flax. You want to hydrate. Move your body gently in the morning, if you can, and most of all, you want to listen. Listen to how your body feels after eating. That's your best teacher, and if you forget everything else, remember this. Breakfast isn't just a meal. It's a message to your body that says, I care about you. I want you to feel good. I want you to keep going. So tomorrow, when you wake up, I hope you remember this video. I hope you take a moment to pause and ask, what does my body need today? And I hope you give yourself something that's not just easy, but meaningful. Because your health is not behind you, it's still in your hands. Your choices starting today can still shape your tomorrow. That's the gift of being alive. That's the power of natural living. So I'll leave you with this question. If your breakfast could help you live longer, move better, think clearer, and feel more joy, would you change it? If the answer is yes, then you already know what to do. Now let's talk about something that isn't always obvious, but deeply important: how your breakfast habits impact your digestion. After the age of 50, our digestive enzymes start to decrease naturally. That means the body has to work a bit harder to break down food, absorb nutrients, and eliminate waste. Have you noticed feeling more bloated after certain meals lately? Or maybe a little heavier, even when you didn't eat much? That could be your body telling you it needs a different kind of support. Here's where natural foods really shine. Think about adding fermented foods like kefir or unsweetened yogurt into your morning. These are packed with beneficial probiotics that help balance your gut bacteria, an often overlooked key to energy, mental clarity, and even immunity. In fact, did you know that over 70% of your immune system lives in your gut? Yes, that's right. When your digestion improves, so does your overall health. Let me ask you, do you ever deal with constipation or irregular digestion? You're not alone, but you also don't have to live with it. A fiber-rich breakfast with foods like chia seeds, flax seeds, berries, and leafy greens can gently move things along and leave you feeling lighter, clearer, and more comfortable throughout the day. It's amazing what your body can do when you simply give it what it needs. Let's shift gears for a moment. I want you to imagine your body as a garden. Every meal you eat is like planting a seed. Some seeds grow vibrant, nourishing life. Others, they might grow weeds that choke out your energy, your focus, your vitality. So the question becomes, what are you planting today? This is why I get excited talking about natural living, because food is one of the few things we do every single day that we can choose with intention. And those choices become patterns, and those patterns, they become your reality. You see, aging doesn't have to be a story of decline. It can be a story of refinement, of listening closer, of becoming more in tune with what truly matters. And when you fuel your body with natural healing foods, you start to feel that shift. You stop aging by default. You start aging with direction. And I know this might be new for some of you. Maybe you were raised on toast and jam, or coffee and a donut. Maybe changing that routine feels like letting go of comfort. But let me ask you, what if the new comfort came from feeling vibrant, from waking up without pain, without brain fog, without that mid-morning crash? What if food could be the medicine your doctor never talked about? Think about this. Would you rather take another pill or eat a bowl of blueberries and almonds that could help your heart naturally? Would you prefer to struggle through the day or enjoy a breakfast that helps you move with ease and confidence? These are choices within reach. No prescriptions, no special programs, just real food from the earth to your table. And if you're wondering whether it's too late to start, let me tell you it's not. I've seen people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s turn their health around just by changing how they start their day. You have time, you have power. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Let's talk briefly about inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the leading causes of age-related health issues. Joint pain, fatigue, brain decline, even heart disease. And one of the fastest ways to calm inflammation is with anti-inflammatory foods. So I encourage you to bring in more turmeric, cinnamon, ginger, all natural spices that can be added to your morning routine. Mix them into oatmeal, sprinkle them over eggs, stir them into smoothies. They not only add flavor, they help reduce pain, stiffness, and oxidative stress from the inside out. Have you tried adding turmeric to your breakfast before? If not, maybe tomorrow's the day. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What natural anti-inflammatory foods do you enjoy in the morning? What's worked for you? Your insight could inspire someone else who's just starting their journey. Now, one of the biggest concerns I hear from people over 50 is this: I just don't have the energy I used to. I wake up tired and I stay tired. If that sounds familiar, here's a gentle but powerful reminder. Energy isn't just about sleep. It's also about your mitochondria, those tiny power plants inside your cells. And guess what feeds them? Real nutrients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, the very things you find in natural, whole foods. When you skip breakfast or fill up on processed junk, your cells can't produce energy efficiently. But when you fuel them with the right natural building blocks, your energy improves. Slowly at first, but steadily. Imagine waking up with a clear mind, a light body, a sense of calm confidence. That's not a fantasy. That's a result. The result of choosing foods that heal rather than harm. So let's go back to that table. You're sitting down to breakfast. What's on your plate? A bowl of sugary cereal, or a mix of Greek yogurt, flax seeds, and fresh berries? A glass of orange juice, or a smoothie with spinach, banana, almond milk, and turmeric, white toast and jam, or a sprouted grain slice with mashed avocado, olive oil, and a pinch of sea salt. These are small shifts, but they make a big difference. And here's something else to consider. When you start your day with foods that stabilize your blood sugar and nourish your brain, you're more likely to make healthy choices all day long. One good decision leads to another, and that's how momentum is built. Let me ask you, what kind of momentum are you creating right now? If you've watched this far, I know you care. I know you're ready. You're not here for quick fixes or empty promises. You're here because you want to feel better, live longer, age with strength and grace. And I'm here to remind you it's possible, not through gimmicks, but through nature, through choosing wisely, through honoring your body with every bite. And if no one's told you this lately, your body still loves you. Even if it's tired, even if it's aching, even if it's been through a lot, it still wants to heal. It still wants to thrive. You just have to meet it halfway. That starts tomorrow, at breakfast. So here's your challenge. Pick one thing you heard today, just one, and try it. Maybe it's adding chia seeds. Maybe it's replacing juice with water and lemon. Maybe it's cooking eggs instead of grabbing toast. Whatever it is, do it with intention, and then notice how you feel. Not just physically, but emotionally, because taking care of yourself isn't just about the body, it's about self-respect. It's about reclaiming your time, your energy, and your joy. So I'll end with one last question. If you knew that changing your breakfast could add years to your life, would you do it? I think you would, and I hope you will. Because your life matters, your health matters, and every single morning is a new chance to live that truth.